What's up, guys? Nick from the Average Biker Garage back here with another episode of the Average Biker Podcast. And this is my fourth time trying to record this intro. Um, First time I didn't have the right mic on. Second time I screwed up John's hometown. The third time I didn't think I had the right mic on. And now is the fourth time. So hopefully I don't fuck this one up. So this is our third episode in our builder profile series with me and the Wild Stallions motorcycle build. And it is featuring John Wysong from Fenwick, Michigan. I originally thought he was from Owasso, but he is from Fenwick, not Funwood, not Sunwood, Fenwick, Michigan. So that's for John and a conversation we had right before I recorded this. So John was supposed to be a builder last year, and life got in the way and shit happened, and he wasn't able to make the show. So hopefully this year is better for him, and he is able to complete his bike build and make it to the show. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he comes up with and chilling with him at the show. Before we get into the interview, I want to make sure you guys are following along with the Wild Stallions Facebook page and the Instagram page. I will post links in the description below, so go click those. Go give everyone a follow. Also, Thunder Roads Magazine of Michigan, go give those guys a follow. RJ would appreciate it. He's been a big supporter of the build competition last year and this year. That first issue featuring us this year should be out soon. I don't have a date on that, but it should be out soon. So look for that wherever you get Thunder Roads Magazine of Michigan. And giving them a follow and supporting them makes it more likely that they will cover us again next year. Oh, keep the sponsors happy. We get to keep doing this for you guys. So go give them a follow, check them out. Maybe grab a subscription. Help out small publishing. Keep print media in. And yeah. So all that out of the way, here is my interview with John Wysong. All right, man. You go ahead and introduce yourself. Give me your name, age, and location.
It's John Wysong, 34, and I live in Fenwick, Michigan.
34. I thought you were younger than that.
Yeah, I wish.
Me too, bud. Me too. So, for the people that don't know, you were supposed to be one of the competitors last year, right?
Yeah, that was the plan, and life kind of went off the rails there on me.
Right, and that was part of what Derek wanted to do with this build competition was show that sometimes life happens and shit happens and plans can change real quick.
yeah, out of nowhere, life can just flip upside down on you.
Right, and that's, I mean, you were one of the first. You were there at Dead Bread, right, for the initial meeting.
Yep, I made it down to that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, we had, I don't remember. There was, what, 6 of us there, I think, something like that.
Oh, it's close to that. It's fuzzy on the details, I guess.
All right, it was almost a year ago.
A hell of a year ago.
Yeah. But yeah, and you dropped out, the other guy dropped out. I guess he just stopped replying to Derek.
Oh yeah, I tried to keep Derek up to speed on what was going on.
Right. So let's get a little introduction into who you are and what you're about. So when did you get into motorcycles?
Oh, it was right around about 10 years ago, 23-ish. I want to say. So I got into it pretty late.
Right. You didn't grow up riding dirt bikes or anything like that?
Oh, I wish. No, always wanted one, never got one.
Really?
Well, I wasn't really into bikes until I got one from my ex mother-in-law. I got the first bike off of her, and that kind of kicked it off.
So did she just say, hey, buy my bike? And you're like, yeah, okay. Or
Well, she put it in the ditch, and she said if I fixed it up, then I could have it. So that's how that went.
that sounds like a hell of a deal, man.
I thought so.
So what was that first bike?
Oh, it was I don't remember the year, but it was a Suzuki Savage 650.
Gotcha.
The single cylinder 650s.
So how bad?
Was not great.
It wasn't great.
Nah, it wasn't too great, but it worked for the first one.
Hey man, I got you into bikes and into riding and into building.
Yeah, that kind of working on that, getting it back going, started it, and then I was talking to some buddies at work, and they all wanted to pitch in and buy Yamahas and chop them up. So they talked me into it, and I was the only one that ended up doing it.
They all backed out on you?
Oh yeah, they never ended up even getting one. It was all.
Oh.
But that's how life goes sometimes.
Right. So how bad was that Suzuki after she had put it in the ditch? Like, what all did you have to do to that?
Oh, it was controls were bent, bars were bent up. It wasn't anything too extravagant.
A frame wasn't twisted or anything like that?
No, nothing too crazy. Just minor damages.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's good. It wasn't anything major that required, serious work.
Yeah. No, back then I didn't really have a whole lot of mechanical experience, so it's probably a good thing.
Right. So what is in your current stable of bikes right now?
Well, I got a Yamaha XS 650, the first bike that I ever built. Then I got a Sucker Punch Sally Panhead that I got. 2006 Electric Glide Classic, and a 2020 Lowrider S.
Is that Sucker Punch? Is that a legit panhead or is that SNS?
It's an SNS.
93?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. How are those motors?
I love it. Strong runner. Hasn't done me wrong. I rode it over the bridge a couple of years ago around the UP.
Mackinac Bridge?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Rode the grates. That was pretty sketchy.
Ooh.
The bigger back tire.
Man. Yeah, I've wanted to ride up there. What was it? RJ wanted us all to go up to that Mackinac Rally up there, and I was like, man, that'd be really cool to ride across the bridge, but I definitely wouldn't do the grates.
Oh yeah. Oh, I figured I was going that far. I had to at least try it out.
Oh man.
That was the Apocalypse run. I forget what year. But it was a chopper run from around the area up over the bridge.
Derek did that one year.
Oh, it's great. It was a hell of a time.
Yeah. Do they still do it?
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't checked on it in a little while.
See, I was looking for information on it, and I think Derek posted a memory or something on Facebook where he had been there. And I was like, dude, you got to do that? And he was like, yeah, it was great. I got drunk as shit and passed out next to my bike or something like that. It's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were still doing it or not, because that'd be really cool to do.
Yeah, I'm not 100%. I wouldn't mind doing it again. That's for sure.
So what all did that entail? Just driving across the bridge and camping?
Yeah, we rode up, hung out in Mackinac City before we crossed the bridge, and went up to Strong's and they had a little bar and camping stuff out there, like just a field, packed a tent and all that. Rode around the UP. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd love to ride around the UP. It's beautiful up there.
Oh, the roads are awesome too. A lot better than around here.
Yeah, well, you're about 2 hours away from me. So, is it pretty flat around there? It's flat around me. I got no curves.
Oh yeah, it's flat. Not a lot of curves. A whole bunch of potholes. Michigan roads.
Yeah, I about lost my project bike last year on the way up there because of your Michigan roads. I told RJ, I was like, you guys got all that weed money up there. You'd think you'd fix the roads.
Hey, you would think.
I had to stop like 3 times, I think, to readjust the straps because it was just beating the shit out of my trailer and my bike.
Oh yeah, my vehicles every day get to experience the joy.
Oh, that's great. So what would you say is your favorite bike owned that you have owned?
Oh, the favorite bike that I got. Oh,
Either you have or one that you had and sold or yeah.
I'll I I'll always miss my Sportster. I love that thing. Had a 2002 1200 that I
Yeah.
did a few things to. That was the second bike I really worked on.
Did you chop that one?
No, I kept the suspension on that one, but I made my first set of bars and relocated gauges and did wiring and that kind of stuff.
See, that's
All self-taught, trying to figure it out as I go.
that's a couple of bikes that I've built. I was really worried because I'd never done it before, and I'm just a welder. But when you get into it, it's really like it's just a puzzle. You take shit off and get rid of shit that you don't want, and then just kind of put everything back together. If you can kind of half-ass remember where shit goes, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, I rebuilt the motor on the Yamaha, and I was like, well, this is just nuts and bolts. There's nothing really to this. So then that went from there. I didn't know how to weld, so I joined an apprenticeship at my work and figured that would get me through welding classes and stuff like that. Did that so I'd be better at doing this bike stuff. So that's
So
how I
yeah,
learned how to weld.
yeah, those free educations, those are nice.
Oh yeah.
So with that Sportster, what was the biggest um, struggle with that? I'm hoping to build a Sportster for the show this year. That's what I want to do. I got to sell another bike to get my sporty, but I'm curious as to difficulty wise.
Really wasn't too bad for me. It was just the colorful spaghetti. I didn't buy a wiring harness. I kind of just went through and cut out what didn't need to be there. That took a while. Trial and error.
Yeah, I redid the wiring on my Shadow, and it took me like 5 hours, and I hated it. That was the worst part of it.
Oh, by far. I'm not a big fan of wiring.
No, that's all the guys I talk to online are like, well, just make your own harness. And I'm like, well, will you show me how? Because I don't know how. I'm just, snipping wires and whatnot. And yeah, nobody volunteered to show me how. So
Yeah, no, if I could get another one, I'd get another Sportster. That's on the list, but I'm kind of full up at the moment.
So, all right, with the Wild Stallions build competition, how did you hear about it? I mean, I guess this year you heard about it because you were going to participate last year. So how'd you hear about it last year?
I was just sitting down, spending some time with my dad, and Derek hit me up on Facebook Messenger, asked if I'd be interested in trying it out. Had a few conversations and went from there.
So did you know Derek before the build?
No, I did not.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I know he's posted quite a few ads looking for builders and stuff. I wasn't sure if that's how you found it or not. He just hit you up out of the blue?
Yeah, I think a mutual friend
Oh, gotcha.
sent my name his way.
Yeah, because you guys are pretty close up there, right?
Yeah, I'm about an hour or so from Owasso.
Gotcha. So what kind of sweet talking did he do to convince you to sign up for it?
Oh, just the standard. Oh, it'll be fun, stuff like that. It's always
Yeah,
fun.
right. No, it was a good time last. Did you come to the show?
I was not able to make it to the show.
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah, the show was really cool. I'd never been there, obviously, but yeah, Zach and Terry and Derek all kind of stood by their bikes, and I disappeared. I didn't stand next to my bike, but maybe 15 minutes the entire time I was there, looking at all those old bikes. It was really cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised I wasn't aware of this beforehand. I was looking at the pictures of the show and all that, and it looked like a really good time. Bunch of old bikes.
Oh yeah, it was. It was neat. So obviously you've built a bike before. How many bikes have you built?
Oh, 2.5.
Just 2.5?
Not very many.
What was a half?
I got in the middle of doing another Yamaha for a buddy of mine.
Gotcha. So have you entered any other competitions, or was last year's just the first competition you were gonna enter?
Last year was it.
That was it?
Never really the goal. I kind of just do this for fun. I like these cool bikes, and I could never afford to buy them, so I figured, well, I'm gonna have to learn how to make them myself. That's pretty much all I do. Just hang out and mess with this stuff.
Gotcha. So have you decided what you're gonna build for the competition this year?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish off what I started last year. I didn't get too far on that. Just got the hardtail welded on, and that was about it. So I'm gonna start on that.
What was that? What was that you were gonna build last year? Was it a shovel? I think you said.
Yeah, 78 FXS.
Oh no shit.
Yep.
I've got a 78 FXS in my garage right now, my uncle's bike. I'll shoot you a picture and video of it on Facebook after we're done with this. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Yeah, I picked this up a few years ago, real cheap.
Yeah.
Got it running $2,500. I think that was what I paid for it.
Damn, that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his back. His has been just beat to shit, and I'm trying to get it back running. So I'm looking to gather up parts. I'll have to hit you up about like some brake lines and shit like that, because those front yours is dual disc, right?
Oh, I took the front end off a while ago. I don't remember.
No,
I'm not even sure it had front brakes actually when I picked it up.
Oh, okay. Had it been hacked on pretty good?
Not really. It just been beaten, rattle canned, and then left in a garage for a while.
Oh man. Yeah, it's I was out there working on his last night, trying to tear the front brakes off, and whoever put them on stripped all the bolts out, and then the fittings, they're not like banjo fittings, they're compression fittings, and they're all rounded off, and I'm like, God damn. And then trying to find lines like that, everyone's got banjo fittings, but no one has, the threaded compression fittings. I'll have to see if you know anybody that has some, or where I can find some online.
Boxes of parts laying around, but I'm not ringing a bell with that.
Bummer.
Yeah.
So what are your goals with the competition? Just to have fun?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Get this finished and have a good time.
Not hoping to turn it into like a career or a shop or anything like that?
No, not particularly. I mean, if that happens down the road, that would be cool. But it's not really anything that's been a goal of mine.
Well, I was. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all right. I forgot what I was going to say.
When I was talking to Frank, he's from down here over in Ohio, but he said the same thing, and I was like, it'd be really cool if someone saw your shit and ended up asking you to commission a bike build for him. And he agreed.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. I kind of just like doing this for myself.
You don't want all that responsibility of someone else's life, in your hands.
Yeah, I guess that's part of it.
That's my biggest fear is sending something out that I welded on and it breaks in half. But
I think that's every welder's fear.
Right.
No, it's just always kind of been something I do for me, not really for anybody else. I just enjoy doing it.
Well, that's cool. So, like we talked about when we first started recording, part of what Derek wanted to do with this was just kind of show that we're regular guys and we have families and familial obligations, whether it be dad, husband, job, shit like that. How are you thinking that you're going to be able to balance work life, home life, and building this bike life?
Precariously, I would have to say. Yeah, 34-year-old grandpa. So that's been a hell of a ride.
Whoa, really?
Oh yeah, that was part of last year's debacle.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's
taken up time now, and wife and job, the standard.
Gotcha. You got the grandpa thing all ironed out now?
Oh yeah, yep. No, he's a little cutie.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. How old is he? He, right?
Oh yeah, he's about 6 months old right now.
Oh, so you can't have him out there turning wrenches yet, huh?
Not quite yet, no. And my older kids are girls, and my stepson, he's not really into it.
Yeah.
More of a basketball player.
Oh, well, it's better than having a screen glued to your face all the time.
That is true.
I'd love to get my kids out in the garage turning wrenches, and I have sometimes, but the older they get, the more shit they're into, and the more it is of a struggle to try and con them off the couch to come work on shit.
Harder to keep their attention.
Right. Well, that's it. This whole generation's screwed with attention spans.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm finding just under my age is hard to deal with sometimes.
Yeah. My little brother's about your age, and that's everyone pretty much younger than him is just disappointing.
Yeah. Great grandparents would not be impressed.
No, for sure. So, all right, man. Well, yeah, we buzzed through all those. That was real quick.
Yeah, wasn't too painful.
No.
My biggest worry on this whole build is the whole social media thing.
Yeah.
Not my strong suit.
Nah, man, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
So, do you have social media?
Yeah, I got a Instagram that I never post to.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah.
Chopper Swapper and stuff like that.
Right. That's usually the last thing is plug yourself. You got a little shop, or you got an Instagram that you do. Throw out your handle and let people know where they can follow along at.
Oh yeah, Instagram. I think it's Dirty Mitten 616_.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get that from you too and post it down in the show notes so everyone can find it pretty easy.
Cool. Yeah, there's hardly anything there, so.
Yeah, well, it's more of a pain in the ass than anything, really.
That's what I find.
Yeah, nothing but drama and bullshit.
No, just hang out in my shed with my motorcycles away from all of it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad plan.
That's working out so far.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, and look forward to seeing you again in person.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. This was fun.
Yeah, we'll have to do something again after the show. See how you're doing.
Oh yeah, you're not too far away. Might be able to buzz down there.
Right. Or go across the Mackinac together. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I'm down for a ride across the bridge.
All right, man. Well, thank you again. I appreciate it, and I'll see you here soon.
Yep, you have a good one.
Later, bud.